Spain beat Austria 3-0. Portugal beat Croatia 2-1 with a 94th minute header after a VAR disallowed goal. Switzerland ended 88 years of knockout pain. And now Spain play Portugal in the round of 16. This bracket is delivering. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Foot and Review World Cup Daily, episode 32. Day 22 is done. I'm Shaq, as always, joined here by the master tactician, Artyom himself, all the way from Poland. How you doing, Artyom?
I'm great, Shaq. How about you? I'm so grateful to be on the show again.
Yeah, it's been a long time, and I think it's great having all of the usual co-hosts jumping on the podcast and having a discussion on the World Cup. So before I go ahead, because we haven't recorded together about the World Cup, what are your thoughts on this World Cup? How are you finding it?
It's long. I mean, there are so many games. You want to basically watch all the games because, like, it's a World Cup once in 4 years. But it just sometimes I'm getting a little bit already tired of watching football. So, but it's fun. It's just I'm so happy also that so many teams are in. Like you're watching like different style of football and so unique countries. First time in a World Cup. It's fun. It's I mean. Poland is not in, so I want to bring it out before you do. So
I wasn't referencing. Yeah, I just mentioned you're from Poland. Look, heartbreak there, but we'll get into Poland. We'll just get into yesterday's game. So 3 more games yesterday. We had Spain that were dominant, Portugal were lucky, and Switzerland quietly ended 88 years of knockout hurt. And now we have Spain versus Portugal in the round of 16, Ronaldo versus Yamal. And this is the sort of stuff I think we start to see from here on in, these big games that come up. I think had Germany qualified, we would have seen Germany, France as well. But unfortunately, that's not happening. But let's get into it. Let's get into game number 1. Game number 1, Spain versus Austria. Let me break it down. Spain were in complete control from the start to finish. Cucurella had an early goal, controversially ruled out for a foul on the goalkeeper at the corner. Soft, in my opinion, but we'll leave that alone. Spain dominated, but had to wait till 36 minutes for an opener. Oyarzabal sweeping in a low Cucurella cross. Baena hit the crossbar from a free kick just before halftime, and Yamal was denied by a rebound. Porro headed in a Baena cross in the 66th minute, and Yamal had a goal cleared off the line. Oyarzabal, all these names are very, very tongue twisters, but Oyarzabal finally sealed it with the 89th minute low cross from Cucurella, which was a beautiful pass, I believe. Essentially, Spain is through to the round of 16. What are your thoughts on the game, Artyom? What are your thoughts on Spain? I'm really curious to know how you think Spain's doing this so far.
You know what? There are so many people who expected Spain to start like right from they should be in a final of the World Cup games. Like they always start slowly. I mean, Spain has always been in World Cup, in Euro Cup, wherever they play, those tournaments, big tournaments. This is a team built for those tournaments. Why I'm saying that? Because they're slowly building up and they're slowly progressing and improving game after game. I'm very disappointed what I've seen from Austria. Please, sorry for my all friends from Austria and all the supporters, but I didn't see the fight from their side. This was domination of the Spain. I mean, there was no doubt, in during the game that Austria is gonna be back in the game. You know what? We have some games that are close, whatever, and the team is even worse than fighting. They're trying their best to come back to the game whenever they're losing, whatever. Over here, nothing. I mean, from start to the end, Spain was dominating. And one more mention of we have to mention Cucurella because he had 2 assists.
Yeah.
And because I'm a supporter of Real Madrid, so I'm happy that we're getting the left back like that. But you know what? Very underrated striker, Oyarzabal. It's so many years. He's not like a type of a striker that is superstar, you know what I mean? But he's always in the right position. He finishes those situations that he has. Like, for example, you have Ferran Torres on the other side, right? Young guy who always also finds him in the right position. But that lack of finishing 100% situations, and Oyarzabal, maybe it's age difference and maturity of the player, whatever. It comes with experience, of course, but so underrated. And yeah.
I'm so glad you brought up Oyarzabal because I think at the start of when Spain normally slow starters. And at the start, everyone was starting to think, especially when they drew against Cape Verde, they were like, are they missing a number 9? Are they missing a number 9? Or Oyarzabal, is he the right kind of player that for Spain? And a lot of people who actually watch La Liga and watch Oyarzabal were pretty confident that this guy is an amazing finisher. And there's a lot of people like myself on the outside who've seen him as a winger, know him as a winger in our heads, haven't really seen that finishing of his, and just seeing him yesterday, such incredible finishing. I think, and you brought Ferran Torres, which is a really good parallel, because Ferran Torres is a player that I brought up in the podcast as well, along with John in discussions. He's a player that I can't really pinpoint. Is he good? Is he great? Is he not good? I can never tell. He's a confusing player. Oyarzabal is not that. Oyarzabal is a clinical finisher, and the second finish was such a short finish. It looks so simple. It looks really simple because he's got a beautiful pass. But that finish, he took it so calmly.
Yeah, so calmly.
It's just brilliant. And I think, look, we have to give Spain all the flowers because this is a different kind of football compared to the France's, where they literally hold the ball. If they hold the ball that well, and you brought up Austria, but not being able to have the fight. I think they were just getting tired running behind the ball, chasing shadows.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. It's not easy to run without a ball and trying to intercept or whatever. But like, I hope so. Like a little bit more from them. Like I don't know. It just like this was the first game that I was bored actually watching it. I mean, the way that Spain plays, it's not easy because like they can't even go up to 90% of the possession of the ball during the game if they're like concentrated and whatever. But it's like that they didn't pick up during the game any like moment to fight or fight back. You know what you mentioned? They drew the first game. Hey, Argentina lost the first game in the last World Cup with Uruguay. Yeah. So it's like this is the teams that prepare to go all the way, not to start, from the high and just get out of the tournament in a quarterfinal, for example. Yeah. So I mean, I'm expecting them to go even further, even though they are facing Portugal in the next round.
Absolutely, yeah. We'll get to Portugal in a short minute. Just want to give flowers across to even Alex Baena. I think this is a player that I've only heard of and I've only seen in snippets, but what a quality player he is. And even Dani Olmo, he played amazingly today. Yeah. It's just they've got so many players, and we've not even spoken about Yamal. They've got so many players who can actually turn it on, and Nico Williams sitting on the bench who can come on once he's fit as well. I am really hoping for Spain.
I mean, we have superstars on each position in Spain. It's like, but what, when you brought the Yamal, I think he didn't show yet what he's capable of. I mean, it's like maybe because he's playing surrounded by all the superstars in Spain, but it's still not the same Yamal that we've seen like in Barcelona, right? I mean, it's still coming. I think it's still going to come.
Yeah, I think he's still carrying a knock, but not fully there, but it's there. But I think once it opens up, oh my goodness, this is going to be a scary team. And I think fair play to Spain, fair play. This is beautiful football. I mean, it's really frustrating. You pointed, it is boring because for someone that wants to see, especially a Premier League fan, wants to see end-to-end football, that's not what Spain's going to give you. Spain's going to give you beautiful, crucial football where it's so planned. It's just genius. It's just genius. Yeah. Well, moving on, all the way opposite to genius, we'll move on to Portugal to Croatia won. Ivan Perišić gave Croatia a deserved lead in the 53rd minute. Portugal was second best for large stretches. VAR awarded the penalty on the 68th minute as Vega got fouled. Ronaldo converted from the spot, his first ever World Cup knockout stage goal. Crazy. It's 2026.
It is, huh?
It stayed 1-1 with Croatia growing in confidence. Then fourth minute of stoppage time, substitute Goncalo Ramos headed home for back post to win it. Croatia had a stoppage time equalizer ruled out for offside. The third disallowed goal in the match. It was crazy. The only sweet thing at the end was Ronaldo and Modrić embracing after the final whistle. That was really lovely to see. And I'm sure as a Madrid fan, you would have really appreciated that. And I was trying to explain to my kids as well the monument of what we were witnessing. Let's break it down. What happened? This game was a complete, I think first half, Portugal literally made Croatia sit back. Second half, Croatia thought, hang on a minute, I think we've got this. What are your thoughts?
You know what? Okay, first of all, I watched the game live. I stayed up all night to see the game. I love Modrić. I love Ronaldo. So it's like I knew it's gonna end for one of them. So, and you know what? Again, even though in the first show that I was doing the about the World Cup subjects, I said that Portugal is one of the favorites to go all the way and win the World Cup. And it's just like reading the list and the squad. It's like, come on, guys. It's obvious. And I'm so disappointed. I mean, I think the middle of the pitch, when it comes to Portugal, is like just reading the names. It should be the most creative one in the whole tournament. Vitinha, Neves, Bruno Fernandes. Come on. And those are actually the weakest points.
Yes.
I'm so frustrated because you said the first half, the Portugal had possession. Yeah, they did, but not a single chance created. I mean, why the Croatia decided finally to go for a goal? Because they're like, hey, they're doing nothing.
Yes.
And to be honest with you, I know the score, I know the result of it, who went further with the tournament. I think Croatia was better team.
Yeah.
In my opinion, they were a better team. The one thing that changed after what they scored, after Perišić scored a goal from the counter, and it was a very nice goal, they start pressing finally. They start doing something. It's like, I'm like watching different Portugal team. Now you care?
Exactly.
It's like I was watching with my oldest son, and I'm like, hey, I think they're trying to draw the game, go for a penalties. I don't understand what they're doing. It's like they were holding ball, just passing from left side to right side. Nothing was going on. And again, I know you, Shaq, mentioned about you don't understand why Ronaldo was so long in the team, wherever playing, and after the changes, the Portugal was different team. But for me, the Ronaldo was not the issue yesterday. Actually, he was running. He was like, he didn't lose the ball. He was passing. I know he was passing mostly back, wherever, but he was showing up for the ball. Bruno Fernandes, Vitinha, why they were changed? And I'm like, they can like say to Martinez, coach of Portugal, what the hell are you doing? You took off Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, and Vitinha. But look what happened.
Absolutely.
I
think... Yeah. Sorry, go on. Yeah. No, I think one of the key things that really confused me at that point in time, what was the right thing to do, was when he took out Vitinha. I was like, yes, but no, but yes, because Vitinha was not doing anything. He was not getting stuck in. He was not getting the ball back. He was not recovering the ball. He was not able to pass the ball. He wasn't doing much. But then he had the, I don't know if it's the courage or luck. He just removed Vitinha and Bruno at the same time and brought on the other people on board. The game did change, but then the one thing one thing I'm finding with this Portuguese midfield is we've seen them play. I know I've seen Bruno every week play, and I'm sure we've all seen Vitinha and Neves play for PSG. They are capable of a lot more. But they need, not saying Ronaldo's a bad striker by any stretch, of course not, but the kind of play that they need someone to stretch the play so that they can actually then flourish. I don't think the combination of these four, at least Vitinha, Bruno, and Ronaldo, it just isn't working for them. So they need to switch it up some way or the other. And I think Ramos can do that. And if Ronaldo's okay with it, he can probably come on at the 60th minute against Spain. But I don't know. We can't keep doing this because fourth game in a row, it hasn't really worked. Well, Uzbekistan worked, but it's Uzbekistan.
Yeah, that's a wicked team, right? So
exactly.
So I totally agree. There's something. I mean, we watch Vitinha and Neves, their cooperation in PSG, and it's like totally different guys. It's the different players, and they're creating so many situations for their forwards and stuff. And here, you know what? The problem with Ronaldo, the only problem for me is they trying to assist him every pass.
Yes. Correct.
Even they have a great chance to score, they're still trying to, assist him. And that's the only issue with Portugal, for me at least, right? They have a great situation, Leao, Neto, and whatever. They're still going to look for a pass.
Yeah. Completely agree. The one thing I must point out as well is, you saw that the goal that Ramos scored, the cross from Leao, that exact same cross, Leao and Neto had numerous times in the start. For whatever reason, 9 out of 10 times, Ronaldo would have hit it. For whatever reason, he couldn't connect with the ball today. I don't know what happened today. Just couldn't connect with that ball. That same ball was played from both the right and the left. So that was a part of the tactic. And that worked for them in the end. So they have been practicing that exact same move. And it's just one of those things. It's just not happened today. And I'm really hoping that it kicks on. let's not just focus on Portugal right now, but I think Croatia. Let's just talk about Croatia as well. I think this team is just it's marvelous to watch them. I was so happy seeing Perišić score, not because of anything else, but just the memories of the Perišić, Kovacic, and Modrić midfield. Well, Perišić was playing more on the left this time, but these guys are so. They always, as soon as they put on the Croatia shirt, they're completely different players. Completely different players. What an amazing game they had.
Shaq, I mean, I was like so happy to see what Modrić is doing still. Like the ball control, the controlling the whole game actually,
Yep.
and he played the whole game. It's like, running full 90 minutes, not 90, it was whatever it was added also, right? So, and all the passes, like still top-notch passes to right wings, to like the whole thinking, his IQ, football IQ is like top notch still. You know what? You mentioned the Ramos goal. I just want one thing I watched the replay of the goal and I'm like, what happened to the defenders when the cross came in? They didn't jump. They just like let him score actually. And it's like, that was sad, but we speak about Croatia, we have to speak about the disallowed goal, probably, right?
Yeah,
It was a heartbreaker. In our group today, right, we discussed a little bit about the VAR, right, and stuff. And I'm on the side that I don't mind VAR at all. My problem and issue is that we don't have consistent decisions, even what we see in VAR.
Yeah.
One time, the touch on the leg, it's a foul. The second one, it's not a foul. One time, it's a yellow card. Second time is a red card. Or one time, the hand touching the ball with the hand, it's a penalty. The second time, it's not. That's what I'm frustrated, because when I'm watching game, it's like, hold on, 2 days ago, there was nothing here. Now we have a penalty, and I'm actually referring to the situation with Vega. It's an obvious penalty.
Yes.
It's obvious penalty, but those situations happens in each corner.
Yep.
They're all grabbing each other.
Correct.
It's like, okay, if we are like, whistling penalty here, just start whistling those penalties. Defenders will stop grabbing the attackers.
I completely agree.
You cannot choose one time that we are like, whistling penalty here, and the second time we're not whistling penalty. Probably you guys discussed the same thing with the Balogun in a previous shoot with United States.
Yeah.
A red card
yesterday.
In a previous situation, there wasn't even a foul or whatever. It's like, I don't understand. And you know what? I watched the replay of that offside, and I'm like, I don't see the touch. I don't see the touch. You know what I mean? From the Croatia striker. But, they have a ball with a chip.
Yes.
Whatever. It's like, hey, it's offside. It is offside. It shows that he touched. But if we were just our decision was based only on replay, I'm not taking the decision that he touched the ball. I didn't change the direction change of the ball, whatever, after, he had it to the forward. So it's heartbreaking, but the striker actually, when the camera was closing out to his face, he knew he touched it. It's like he knew, he felt it, like it was like tiny touch, but he did, right? So it's heartbreaking, because I honestly believe Croatia were a better team yesterday.
I completely agree. Croatia was a way better team. Well, just peeling it back and taking it on to the next stage now, we have Portugal versus Spain. Do you see any chance that Portugal will pull something out of the hat and get through Spain? I don't.
Both teams love to play possession. It might be the most boring game. I'm afraid of it. And it might end up with just one goal, like 1-0 for one of the teams, right? I hope it won't. I just want to see the open football, because we have so many great names coming in, like in the same game. I just want to see the like really open game and many chances for goal scoring opportunities and stuff. I'm not sure if that's going to happen. The stake is too big right now, so we'll see. I mean, you asking me a chance if Portugal has a chance to base on what I've seen so far. Nope.
Yeah, I'm with you. I
mean, if those three players in the midfield will not start playing to their capabilities, nope.
Yeah, I don't think that midfield and that all. I know he removed Neves in the in the previous game and put in Ruben Neves instead of João Neves. That didn't really change because he put Ruben João Neves back in the second half. So I don't know what he has to do, but those three, Vitinha, Bruno, and Cristiano, there has to be something changed in there. I don't know what he does, but hey, he has to figure something out.
You know what, Shaq, wasn't working in Portugal? One thing is working. Two center backs.
And the goalkeeper.
And Costa.
Yeah, Costa. Amazing. He had a great game.
Vega, and Costa.
Yep.
I mean, Mendes is not also even Nuno Mendes is not himself.
Cancelo as well.
Making so many mistakes in defense. It's like, and I don't know. It's just like the Martinez has a lot of thinking to do.
Completely agree. Well, quickly, we'll just do a quick hydration break before we move on. So we've got 2 games done. Spain with clinical, we've discussed that. Portugal lucky. We'll talk about the one more game that we have. This is your Foot and Review hydration break. 32 episodes deep into this World Cup we are, and we're showing no signs of stopping. It's been a fun part, and we're really hoping for some support. If you would like to support us, just jump on to buymeacoffee.com/footandreview, or jump on Instagram at Foot and Review, or TikTok at Foot and Review Podcast, and just give us a like, or follow us, and give us a like on your podcasting apps. Back in 3, 2, 1. Right. The third game we have to discuss is Switzerland versus Algeria. This was, I think, after the first 2 games, I think I don't think I had it in me to sit down and watch this full game, because I think that Portuguese game literally took everything out of me. But I saw the highlights of this particular game. The Algeria had the better of the early stages, but couldn't capitalize. Then Switzerland stuck on the counter. 20-year-old Yohan Manzambi. This guy is just brilliant. It caught my attention a lot, caught a lot of people's attention. 48 seconds into the second half, a ball fell into Ndoye, who swept to the bottom corner. Switzerland 2, Algeria 0. Algeria tried to come back, and it just couldn't happen, and Switzerland won the game in the end. Any thoughts on this game, Art?
You know what? I'm not surprised that Switzerland went through and beat Algeria, and I think this is in the stage of the tournament that we are in right now. Switzerland is one of the most underrated teams. I know they started slowly. I know they, the draw with the Qatar was just like they were not taking, I think, too seriously that game, and they didn't expect even the Qatar is gonna try to score whatever.
Yeah.
But game after game, they playing better as a team, as a whole team, and also they have names. It's not like we don't know who is playing for Switzerland, right? They have a big names playing for their team, and I don't know who they're gonna face in the next round. Do you have that info?
I have it right here. I'm just putting it up. So they will either play. It'll be Belgium or. Just give me 1 second. I had it here, and I just clicked out of it in a second. Just continue carrying on. I'll let you know in a second.
The reason I'm asking is because if they're gonna face Belgium, or I was thinking Egypt, Australia, maybe that couple.
Sorry, but the next group stage, if Switzerland go through, they'll either face Colombia or Ghana. My bad.
All right, so that might be the end for them, because I think the Colombia is one of the greatest Colombia that we have, like in so many years in a World Cup. But I'm not crossing them yet. The Switzerland is a strong team, and they know what they're doing. Algeria, I don't know. I'm so upset about what happened in the group stage, the game, the way they played with Austria, and I'm gonna finish there.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Right, we've been doing this thing on the show on a day-to-day basis. So we pick a baller, bottler, and the drama of today. And the baller, we'll just continue with the Switzerland game. The baller for today we've picked is Yohan Manzambi. This guy is just fabulous. Before this World Cup, not many people knew who he was. 20-year-old, he's electric. He terrorized the left-hand side today. The right-hand side of Algeria today. Any thoughts on this guy? I think there's some links for this guy to jump onto Newcastle, and I think he'll be electric in the Premier League. Any thoughts on this guy?
The only thought that I have about him, 20 years old. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's enough. It's like, you know what? I have one more. It's from different team, Morocco. That we have that 18-19 Boudazi.
The midfielder.
I'm sorry for pronouncing his last name wrongly.
The midfielder is quality. Yeah.
The future is bright.
100%. And Jan Diomande from Ivory Coast, what a player! What a player! They've got some really good players this World Cup, and even it's been fun to watch these new players. And I think people like you and me, we've been watching a lot of football, but every time in the World Cup when you see these kind of players show up, it just really excites you. It's like, oh, there's a lot of good football yet to come. So Manzambi is the baller for today. We won't discuss the bottler in too much detail, but I think the overall bottler is Portugal, not because of they went through, but because of the fact that there's so much more. We've discussed this in great detail. There's a lot more to this Portugal team, and we really would love to see it. There's nothing more than, I think you, before the tournament started, some of the co-hosts, Art, myself, Homer, John, Foot and Review, the Gaffer John, all of us picked Portugal to go really far. But as soon as we start looking at their play, it's not working out. And we really want Portugal to go through and do well. And more than go through, just do well, because we want to see some really good performances. So bottler for today is Portugal. And the drama, we've discussed this in great detail, is Croatia's disallowed goals. 3 disallowed goals in one game. Heartbreak for Croatia, but it is what it is. That's the way the football works out sometimes. And look, we've got some really good games that are coming up tomorrow as well. Any thoughts on tomorrow's games, Art? We have Australia versus Egypt, which is a brilliant game in my opinion. I'm fully locked on. 4 a.m. kickoff for us. Any thoughts on that game? You think Egypt is good enough to go through?
Egypt is the favorite in this game, but I'm not crossing Australia at all. It's just like they're playing every World Cup. They're an experienced team, right? So, and Egypt is like, they can play one game great, and the second one they just like disappear. It's just so different. It's so strange with those sometimes African teams, right?
Yeah.
Let's go back to Senegal. It just
yes.
So this is like, for me, honestly, 50-50 in that game. What we have else? Argentina, Cape Verde.
Yeah. Any thoughts on upset?
Rudy,
any upset?
I'm gonna be a fan of Cape Verde in this game.
Spoken like a true Cristiano fan. No, I'm just joking.
It's not about Messi, I know, because I think the Messi, whatever he's doing in this World Cup, is just mind blowing. Also, it's just fantastic at what he's doing. He's so carrying that team. It's just unbelievable that in this age, and he's so willing to still like give his best, like run and pass and whatever. He's not only thinking about scoring, and he's like distributing the ball like old times, like it was like we used to watch in Barcelona times, right? So I know that Cape Verde is just like so happy to be wherever they are right now. And maybe just one goal, maybe from there, like one mistake from Argentina defender lines, and maybe they score. It's just going to open the game. It's going to be more fun even to watch how Argentina is like trying to score, right? And the last one we have Colombia, Ghana. I said in a first show that I was in a World Cup appearance that Colombia is one of my dark horses to go all the way. So, and you watch probably the game Colombia-Portugal.
Yeah,
they destroyed Portugal.
They destroyed it. Yep, they were unlucky. Unlucky not to score.
Yeah, it's just like, and the way they're playing, it's just like they're playing open football. Yeah. They don't care about like defending and stuff. I mean, they do defend.
They do.
Course,
yeah.
They're trying every attack. They're trying to score. And fast. This is fun, quick, fast football.
And James Rodriguez, Luis Diaz, Munoz, absolutely beautiful.
I'm not really crossing Ghana. Because, but I think Colombia should be like maybe 1-0, 2-0, 2-1. Maybe Ghana will score one goal, but
the only spicy element to that game, along with a whole lot of football, is Carlos Queiroz, who's the manager of Ghana, was the manager of Colombia, and they didn't end on good terms. That's another whole twist. This is going to be the epic. I think this is probably the game of the day, and I really can't wait to discuss this game tomorrow. So, listeners, day 22 done. Round of 16 is taking shape, and everything we hope for is happening. In the sense, it's just been dramatic. It's been a lot of stuff going on. It's been beautiful. Argentina, Cape Verde, Australia, Egypt, Colombia, Ghana, all in action, and we will jump in and discuss that tomorrow. See you guys.
See you guys.